Hello everyone, welcome to 126th video of the advanced ecom series in Laravel 8, and in this video we are going to continue working on the checkout page. And in last few videos we have seen that we able to add the delivery addresses. Earlier we able to add the delivery addresses with the help of seeding, but in last video you have seen that we able to add the delivery addresses with our form as well. Okay, from here we can add the delivery addresses. User can add the multiple addresses and can able to select in which address he wants to get his order. So in this video we are going to work on the edit and delete functionality for our delivery addresses as well. So let's start. So first of all we will give the edit and delete option. Here we can give the edit and delete option for both, and we are going to update the checkout blade file, and these files are open from the last video. Okay, so I'm going to close all files once again so that we will not get confused. So I will only open the file that we are going to modify. So I have opened the checkout blade file, and here in this file I will give the links, that is the okay. So for that thing, delivery address, we need to find out where we have given the delivery addresses. See, delivery address is here. Okay, after this one, here are our delivery addresses are coming. This is the add option, so we can give somewhere after td here, so we can add the option after this one. If we will add one more td, here we can give href edit, then we will give the delete option. First of all we will check whether it is okay, so it seems to be fine. Okay, so here we are going to give the urls as well. url first of all we will give the edit url, and edit url that we are going to create add edit delivery address. After that, in edit url, our id address id will also come up. Okay, so for address id will come up, first slash will come up here. After that the address id will come up, dollar address id, like this, add a delivery address, then address id. Okay, so after this one, then for the delete as well we can give here. For the delete as well I will just copy and will paste here. Instead of add edit we will make delete here, delete delivery address, and in delete delivery address as well we will pass the address id as well. So now we have the edit and delete links. Now we will create their routes in web.php file. After the add edit delivery address route, we will create the routes for edit and delete as well. Okay, so here we are going to create the routes. Here we will write edit delivery address. So I can copy the same. Okay, so we can copy the same. Okay, so sorry, this one is already there. We are not required to do for edit delivery address. Only the delete delivery address option we are going to give, because we are already having the add edit delivery address option. See, if we if the user is using this option, add hyphen edit hyphen delivery hyphen address slash the address ID, then it will work as the edit option. Okay, so we are already having it. I am confused myself, so I just require to give the option for the delete delivery address, and we are only required to give the get route for the delivery address, as delete is not having any paid itself. Okay, so we can simply having the delete delivery address. We are just, because sorry, post is not required here because there is no form involved in the case of delete, so only the get is required here. Okay, so I hope that everyone able to understand this option. Why post is not required here? Because there is no form involved in delete delivery address. Okay, but in case of add edit we require post because we are posting the form. In case of add as well, in case of edit as well, we are posting the form, so post is required, and get is required because we have the form itself, we want to display the form, so both get and post are required, but here only get is required. But because we just require the URL, and with the help of that URL we can call the function, and we can pass the ID, that address ID, and we can work on the delete functionality of the delivery address option. Okay, so here we will add delivery delete delivery address. Here also, so yeah, here also this one ID will come, their question mark will not come because this is the mandatory, you have to pass the ID here, but here you may pass, you may not pass. If you pass the ID, then it means that you are working on the edit. If you are not passing the ID, it means that you are working on the add. Here now we are going to add press controller at the rate of delete delivery address. Okay, so first of all I'm going to check the edit delivery address, so I'm going to open that press controller, that function we require to modify a bit. See, in case of edit this option will work, not this one. This one is working in case of add. Now this option will come. So in case of edit we want to have the address details. Okay, and that address details we will pick from the delivery address. We will pick and will check from the delivery address table. We will get the details of the particular address ID that the user want to edit. So here we will write like this: find $id we are passing. Okay, so in case of edit, if you update the edit form, then here option will come delivery address updated successfully, like this. Okay, so here this is the difference in here we are adding the new address, and here we are updating the old address. So now after this one, this will work and will go there. And now it seems to be fine. Now we are required to update that delivery address blade file, our addEdit delivery address. There we are required to update the form as well, because if the ID is coming, then we will pass the ID here /ID, otherwise ID will otherwise this action. Okay, so action for both add and edit is separate. Okay, is different. Okay, for the action add we have to pass like this without any ID, and for the edit we have to pass the address ID as well. So here we are going to do like this: at the rate of if, and we are pass, if the address ID is empty, I will do like this: empty $address ID. If the address ID is empty, then this action, else our action will be changed. I'm going to copy this one first. Here after this one, I am going to add here slash dot dollar address id like this. Okay, so now we are going to give the values for all as well. Dollar address name like this. I'm going to copy this one. We'll paste address city state. So first we will complete this one. Pin code, mobile, and we are going to update the country as well. We will give here the option rate of if dollar country name equal to dollar address country, whichever country of the user selected last time. If that match, then we are going to select. So now we are going to check here. I'm going to click of edit here. See, some issue has come in country itself. I'm thinking so. Value if country name equal to address country here. And still undefined variable address. Okay, so it is showing. Okay, so we need to find out why this issue is coming. So we will go to this option, and we have already found the address here, and address we are not passing. Okay, so we require to pass the address as well. So after title we will pass the address. Now we are going to check once again, and here you can see all the information is coming in edit delivery address. Okay, so we will try to update now. I'm going to remove the Gupta from here, Amit only, and will submit. And here you can see we can able to delivery address updated successfully, and here you can see the delivery address updated successfully as well. Okay, so you can update anything you want. You can update the address, something you want to write. Okay, you want to write anything, you can update and submit. Here you can see the changes as well. Okay, so now we can able to edit as well. In any case, here you can update with John, or you can update the pin code as well. You can update the number as well. Submit here, and you can see the changes will be there. Okay, you can also show the mobile number here at the last. Okay, so pin code and mobile, I think not coming. I'm going to check. See, pin code city. After that we can have the pin code here, pin code, and after country we can show the M, like M, then mobile like this. Okay, so you can show the mobile as well in this way or any other way if you want, and you can also show the mobile on extreme right side if you want something else, like if you want here to give span and you want to this span style float right, so you can also do like this. Okay, so it's your wish. If you want to give it along with the address, then you can give, otherwise you can also give it like this. Okay, so this is the option. And I don't like this one. I will give the earlier one. Okay, like this. We can give it like this only. Okay, so now see, we can able to edit. Now we will work on delete as well. We have the route for delete as well, and here if I'll click on delete delivery address option, then we can able to delete as well. So after this one, I'm going to write the function for this one as well. Public function delete delivery address, and here the address id is mandatory, and if we will get the address id here, then we can simply delete that from the delete address our table, delete address model that is connected with our table. Then here we can simply do like this, delete, and after deleting we know that we have to pass the message $message delete delivery address deleted successfully, like this. And this one session, put this message in session, in success message, return, we will return redirect. Here we can use the back, because user will then redirect back to checkout page. Now we are going to check it, and here we are going to delete this message. Here you can see that the message has been deleted instantly, and leave the address delete option is coming. Okay, you can also delete this message with the help of jQuery and Ajax if you want to delete, but that is not required. I don't think so. If you want to do that, you can do from your end. Okay, you already know that how to use the Ajax and jQuery together along with Laravel in card page. We have already done everything in Ajax. Okay, and for saving time, otherwise I need to make 1-2 more videos, but I quickly want to finish that checkout process, then COD payment methods. Okay, so that we can move further with other things as well. So now see, one simple check we can add here, like if user by mistake click on delivery delete, that confirmation message will come. In the previous video we have seen that we have integrated that sweet alert. Okay, but now I'm not going to use, I'm going to use the basic confirm jQuery. Okay, so that we can quickly work on that thing. That is simple enough. What I'm going to do here in checkout blade, here in delete, I'm going to take one class here. I can have one class here, like address delete class, address delete this class, and based on this class we can do that thing, front script, and here at last Okay, here I can add lead delivery address, and here we can simply add something like dollar document. We can add dollar document on click. We can add such kind of event, or we can add the simple click event like we used to add here. Address delete option function. See here, we will take one variable result. Here I'm going to add something like confirm what to delete this address. See if result not means if the user click on cancel, then we will return false. See why I am using the not here, because otherwise it means the user confirm that he want to delete. If user will not confirm, then not will come here. Okay, so we can try this one. Let's see, refresh, click on delete. Here the message is coming, I say cancel. Then you can see that user not able to delete, and if he click on delete and click on OK, then he can able to delete, and no address is there right now. Okay, so this one is clear to you. Yeah, once again add Gupta 123A New Delhi and Delhi here India. Okay, so once again you can add here 14101 9812. Okay, so I will add submit. Okay, so you can see. Okay, if you will click on delete and want to leave this address, if okay, then it is going to delete. Other if cancel, then it will not delete at all. Okay, so in next video we are going to work on the validation as well, because validations are very important. Okay, because otherwise user will put up the false information in delivery address, and then it will be not good enough for your client. Okay, so validation is really important, and after that we will continue with the payment methods in which we are going to work on the COD firstly. Okay, so that's all for now. Have a nice time. Goodbye.